What you're about to watch is part of an online training that I do twice a month inside my Movement Makers program, where I coach entrepreneurs like you how to build an online movement, how to make money from it, and use it to make a huge impact on the world. Enjoy. All right, so today's a long topic. The suggestion was the best strategies to consistently build brand online through content creation that leads to a call to action. I love it. Don't call your speeches this, but I like the specificity of this title. I'm just going to shorten this down to build your brand. 80% of winning is fire content every single day on any platform, right? For thought leaders, it's fire content every single day. If you look at why I've won on so many platforms, but especially YouTube, it's 6,000 videos, right? I mean, it's continually improving the quality of the videos as we go along, but just the consistency, just the every single day making content. Instagram, we do 3 times a day. TikTok, we do once a day. Twitter, multiple times a day. Facebook, multiple times a day. YouTube, once a day on the main channel, but then 6 or 7 times a day on the other channels. And that no hack is going to save you if you're not making content consistently. That's fire every single day. Would you follow you? Would you subscribe to you? I look at my YouTube account and I would follow me. I love I make my content for me that then I share. A lot of the messages you can put up are still what you need to hear right now. It's still a reminder to yourself to get to the next step, because the message that you would give to younger you is still the message you need to hear right now, just in a bigger way, right? You've grown, but you still need that same thing. I still need believe in my life to get to the next step. So the content I make is still for me to then jump to the next level. So would you subscribe to you? Would you follow you? Are you filling a hole that you feel is missing? Because when you go to Instagram or YouTube or whatever platform, it's not there. Nobody's posting this stuff. It's content that makes you feel, right? It's content that, like, what great content is will depend on who's seeing it. But if you're feeling fired up by it, chances are there's lots of other people who will as well. Like, do you love your own content? And this is the boring part, right? This is the boring part of just do the work, right? In any business, not just social media, it's the boring part of just doing the work. But if you're not winning on a social platform, it's one, because you're not doing it every day, or the content is not good enough yet. It's not emotional enough yet. It's not touching people's hearts and souls yet. If it is, then it's just consistently following through and keeping more, right? That's 80% of winning. That's 80% of winning on any social media platform. The last 20% is the platform-specific hacks. So every platform has their own set of rules, has their own algorithm, has their own way of working. In general, how every platform will work with their algorithm is, when you put out some content, it goes to your hardcore fans, hardcore subscribers, hardcore followers. With YouTube, it'll go to people who click the bell, those hardcore people. And if they like it, it goes to more people. And if they like it, it goes to all your followers. And if they like it, it goes to people who don't know who you are. That's generally how every platform works. But inside of that, there's hacks. So I'm looking at tags as an example I posted here. Tags matter a lot for Instagram, and it's 0 for YouTube, right? It's like 1%, maybe 0.5% on YouTube. But they matter a lot for Instagram. Instagram could generate a lot of views for you if you get your hashtag strategy down. So when I had my Thought Leadership Academy here in Toronto, we helped people figure out what the hashtags were going to be for their posts. So inside of every platform, there's going to be specific hacks, and we can talk about them if you guys want. But 80% is still going to be winning by consistent fire content every single day. Okay. Once you're consistent, then you start looking at the series data. This is what I love. I love making data-driven decisions. I love, yes, leading with the heart and creating emotional content, but then looking at the data and saying, this is working, this isn't working. How do we make some tweaks and changes? So once you're making consistent content, what I encourage you to do is have different series. And then once you've got 5 of each under your belt, you start looking at the data and you see which one is working and which one needs to be removed potentially or tweaked. So let me show you this is what I love about Movement Makers. This is what I would tell everybody. Like if somebody asked me, this is my public facing day right now. After this, I'm doing interviews and hangouts and podcasts all day long. But this is a generic advice. Now we're going to go specific. I'm going to take you behind the scenes into how we actually do this inside my business. So we have a daily series. So we just came out of we made a whole bunch of Corona content. Then we did our Best Life 30, which was 30 days plus a 7-day bonus. That's an interesting challenge that if you guys it's a ton of work, but if you want to do a 30-day challenge for your audience, it's super helpful to get people coming back on and staying consistent on your content. And then that was 37 days. And now we're into our regular schedule again. This is my regular schedule as of right now. If you look at this in a month, it's going to be different. But right now, this is where we're at. So I want to do 1 video a week on habits or routines, 1 video a week on X ways to X, right? So 7 ways to improve your communication skills. And this is what I sent my team. This isn't fancy or maybe super specific. It's not designed for public consumption. This is the behind the scenes of what we're putting in. Number 3 is a test spot. So we've done some affirmation videos. We're looking at bringing in some IG lives where people are actually coaching. And any other ideas that we come up with will go here in a test spot. 4 is lessons from billionaires. 5 are mega mashups. This is a new one for us where we've done Les Brown, like best Les Brown motivation, 4 hours of pure inspiration, some giant mega mashup. 6, because we have so many sub channels now, we're trying to pull the best from the sub channels. So what I want to do is grow my top 10 channel. So we're going to take the best top 10. We just did this for the first time on Saturday. We took Esther Perel's top 10 from that channel and put it to the main channel. And then at the end saying, hey, if you want more, top 10s aren't here anymore. Go click on this link. Go subscribe to the top 10 channel. And then number 7 is a mix of if I've done an interview with somebody, that's our Modeling the Masters interviews, or we do a book summary, or best from another channel, the Espresso channel, the morning channel, IG Live, starting from above, some other channel, just best of from the other channel and link it up. So these are my series right now on the main channel. And what we're going to do is I'm always trying to beat these series. So what I'm going to look at is we're going to do 5 of each. We're going to do 5 of each and then look at the data and say, habits, routines is crushing. Keep it, right? We're basically looking at what is the worst one. And most of the time, the test spot is the worst one because it's just a new idea and it's getting consistently harder to come up with new killer ideas that beat our best ideas already. But that's the game. So, if the affirmation spot wins, if we look at 5 of each, right? 5 times 7, we got, 35 days of content. So basically a month. And then we'll look at it and say, the affirmations ones did really well. So what was our worst one, right? If the billionaires one is not doing well, let's cut that out, put affirmations in, and then doing something new in the test spot. I always want to have something new in the test spot. This is where data-driven decisions can really help you. Now, there's been some exceptions where we've gone longer than 5. I looked at like the Black Excellence series we had, the Girl Boss series we had for women entrepreneurs, the Somos series for highlighting excellence in the Latino community. Those we went deeper. I think we went 7 or 8 deep because they weren't winning. They weren't working. It's like, I really want this to work. How do I get this to work? And they just weren't working. And so if it's not working and you have some ideas to tweak and to test and to adjust, then great, try it. But if it's still not working, then at the end of the day, at least in my world, what we'll do is cut it and then try to put something else inside, because success comes from what you love doing with what there's a demand for, right? I love all the ideas we come up with. None of these ideas I don't love, right? If I didn't love it, it wouldn't be on the list. But not all the ideas work. And so you can tweak and test and try to make it work. But if you still can't make it work, at least for me, I drop it and then move on to something else because I got lots more great ideas to test out. Okay, so this currently is my strategy. This currently is what we're working on. So let's go inside now, deeper into my YouTube strategy. So now, because we have so much content, when I went from a video a week to a couple of videos a week, I started to see a big growth in my channel. When I went from a couple of videos a week to videos a day, that's when my channel really started to blow up. My main channel, right? When I went to a video a day to 2 videos a day, it started blowing up even more. And when I went to 3 videos a day on the main channel, it grew a little bit, but it didn't grow as much as compared to going from 1 a week to 1 a day. since that was a couple of years ago. Now, I think if you're at 1 a day, then you start focusing on quality, or you start focusing on different channels. So I've actually split up my channels because we're doing 3 a day on the main channel. We went down to 1 a day on the main channel. Just changes in YouTube's landscape. It hasn't hurt the main channel. We had our best month ever last month, 11 million views. I forget how many subscribers, but it was our best month ever. And now we launched all these sub channels. So when you're launching if you're going to do this might be a little too deep for you guys. If you're thinking, I'm just trying to launch 1 channel, I don't need to think about 10 channels. Just think about audience. So if it's a similar audience, you can keep it on 1 channel. If it's a different audience, then you think about different channel. The classic is language, right? I have a Spanish channel with 400,000 subscribers, 300,000, a Russian channel with 400,000 subscribers. It doesn't make sense to put them on my main English channel because it's a different audience. Because you don't want to watch my videos in Russian unless you speak Russian. So most people wouldn't. So this is now where we're evolving, of having multiple channels. I'm looking at multiple languages now. We've got 2 that have popped hard. We're launching another 3. These are the main channels that we've launched now. Black Excellence is our newest one. And just trying to build up these channels as much as possible.
If you want to watch the full 85-minute version of this video and train with me live twice a month to build your online audience, make money from it, and use it to change the world, you have to join my Movement Makers program. For more information, click the link right here below me. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.